Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 different recipes, 3 different ways to use black beans and create a vegetarian or vegan style meal. So continue to watch the video to see how I make it and how I incorporate these meals into my weekly schedule.
You guys hungry? Because I sure am. So I'm going to be doing a meal prep video. I'm going to be using one meal, and I'm going to be turning it into several different ways. At least 3, I know for sure. So come along, continue watching if you want to see how I turn black beans into 3 amazing meals.
Okay, so I have my jumbo bowl here. I put over here right now, but I'm gonna have just 1 can of black beans. I personally like Bush the best. I'm gonna need some whole corn. You're gonna need some tomatoes. These are definitely optional. You're gonna need a jalapeno. This is definitely optional. You're going to need a taco seasoning. You're gonna need cilantro. If you like cilantro, you can have that. You're going to need green onion. I have both purple onion and I have yellow onion, brown onions. You're gonna need cheese if that's what you want. It is not necessary that you have this if you are vegan, so you can make this without cheese. And then you're gonna need some garlic. You're gonna need some lime juice. You're gonna need some type of hummus or any type of spread that you personally like. You're gonna need some rice. You're going to need a cucumber. You're gonna need some type of lettuce or spring mix. You're gonna need some type of white corn tortilla. You're gonna need some olive oil, some black pepper. You're gonna need some seasoned salt. Also gonna need some salt. So it looks like a lot, but we're gonna work this together, guys. We're gonna work it together. We're gonna do it together.
Okay guys, so first we're going to make salsa. I'm just going to get a plastic bowl because I'm just going to be eating this. So I'm just going to get a bowl. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my tomatoes. These are Roman tomatoes, I think. And I'm just going to wash them. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the tomatoes. I'm going to cut up some of the purple onion. And I'm going to get some cilantro and peel that off and cut that up. And a little bit of jalapeno. And that's all I'm going to do for my salsa de verde. No, pico de gallo. As you guys can see, I started off with half a purple onion. And what I'm going to be doing right now is just cutting it up into like bite-sized or smaller pieces. I used about 1/2 of the onion, so that's just what I like. I like onions. Then I also have some fresh cilantro that I'm just gonna have a quick wash over them, make sure that I take off the stems, and then I'm going to cut that up and add it to my tomatoes and my purple onion. And I like cilantro because it adds a little bit more flavor. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some salt to that. You can add as much salt or as little salt. You don't even have to have salt if you don't want to. And then I'm going to put some lime juice in there to like incorporate and intensify all of the flavors. And then I personally like to add garlic as well. So it's just kind of a preference thing. You don't necessarily have to have all of these ingredients. I also added some jalapenos in here that I forgot to show you. But I did add jalapenos because I like a little kick, a little spice. But you can also add red peppers if you like. So it just depends. This next meal, I'm going to be using some black beans. So this is the whole base. So this is what I'm going to be using. So right now I'm showing you cilantro, jalapeno, corn, yellow onion, and garlic. And I'm going to chop that up or add out together into one bowl. And then I'm going to mix that all together. So once I incorporate all of the ingredients into one medium-sized bowl, I'm just going to slowly add in seasonings, whatever seasoning that you like. You don't necessarily have to go exactly verbatim what I do, but this is what I got off Pinterest a couple of years ago. I like to add taco seasoning. I personally like Taco Bell's taco seasoning, and I add the whole packet because of flavor. I also add just a little bit of seasoned salt for a little bit more flavor so it can all combine and make a really impactful flavor, because I'm going to be using this one mixture for 3 different meals. So I want to make sure that it's flavorful, and of course this can be vegan and vegetarian. I personally like cheese. I eat cheese. I'm a vegetarian, not a vegan, but you don't have to have cheese, and this is completely optional. You can also add a vegan cheese if you like. I'm going to be taking some aluminum foil and wrapping around a like small flat pan, and I'm going to be spraying it with cooking spray. You can also add olive oil or butter if you like. I'm going to set the oven to 350. Then I'm going to be moving on to my next meal while I wait for the oven to load. So I add a spinach, and then I add spicy hummus. I personally like the spice, so it just depends on what you prefer, but I like to have a little spicy in my food. I'm going to take probably a half a cup of that mixture, and I'm going to put it in my wrap with the hummus. And like I said, guys, I like cheese, so I'm just going to add just a sprinkle more of cheese. But you can see all those flavors just mixing in there. It looks so freaking good. I just want to eat it right now all over again. And I like to add a little bit of spinach to it so I can have some crunch and some other flavors in there. Make sure that it's full of protein and vitamins and all of that. Going to add some cucumbers. And I am not the best wrapper, so please do not judge my wrapping skills. I'm trying to get better, guys. I just started to eat wraps for real this year. So it's a little ratchet, but we're going to work with it. I'm going to cut this up into halves because I just like the way that it looks. Take my meal planning container. And like I said, cut that. Sorry, guys, I think I'm trying to fight a cold, but look how good that is. Look at all those flavors in there, and it's super healthy. I don't have more than a normal serving size of cheese, so it can be healthy if you like. So like I said, you can customize this as you like. So in order to add some more to my meal plan, I'm going to incorporate some fruit, and I like to use grapes. And then I added some tortilla chips just for a little crunch because I'm a crunch girl. Then I'm going to add some salsa or pico de gallo on the side so that I can add that to my spinach wrap or use it for my chips. Next, I'm going to be taking that pan. My oven's already preheated at this point. I'm going to take some original or just normal quesadillas, and I'm going to be putting that mixture in there to one side just so that you can close it a lot better. And I'm going to add just a little bit more cheese because it's supposed to be like a quesadilla. So we just want some cheese to like ooze out on the side a little bit. And I'm going to do 2 of these for the week. And I'm going to do another one right now. And as you guys can see kind of in the bowl, I have a lot more mixture to use. So I've already made 2 wraps, spinach wraps, and I'm making 2 quesadillas. So this one meal full of ingredients is a lot. So you can definitely do a lot of things with it. I'm going to put those in the oven and then start cooking my black bean tacos. Yum, yum, yum. So I'm putting some olive oil in a pan, and I'm going to put my heat on medium. So this is a little trick that I learned. You can take some aluminum foil, roll it up, and that way it keeps the shape of your shell that you want so that you're not just sitting there like flipping back and forth. I use corn tortillas, just the natural ones. I put the aluminum foil in there, put it in the olive oil, and I bake until it's nice and golden brown and one side has already kept its shape. It is so good, guys. I just sprinkle a little bit of salt when it's done. So my quesadillas are out. This usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes to cook, if that. I switch it on the side until it's nice and golden and it kept its shape. I'm going to cut up those quesadillas and I'm going to put those in my meal prep containers as well. This week I decided to add a little bit of apples. So I use a whole apple. I put lemon juice on top of my apples just so that they don't turn brown or they don't lose its crunch. So I like gallo apples for this, so I use gallo apples if you're interested in knowing. And I keep the skin on it because I like the skin and it has a lot of nutrients in it. Then I also have a sweet potato. That's what you see on the other side of the apples, and this is so good, guys. You can also add more mixture in the quesadillas if you like them more full. Today I didn't do that because I knew I was making 3 meals, but I also use another one. I added just kiwi to that instead, so, and a salad. But I made all my shells. I put my black bean mixture in there. I did warm up the black bean mixture in the microwave, so I just put the rest of it in the microwave. And then I added a little bit more cheese, and then I added some of my spring mix, some extra pico de gallo, and that was pretty much it for this meal, guys. So I made black bean quesadillas. I made black bean tacos. And I made black bean spinach wrap. So as you can see, there's tons of other ways that you can use this. You can use this as a dip and have chips, or some pita bread if you like, or you can use it in another way. You can add it to like a salad if you like. So it just depends on what your preferences are. This was easy because I have access to a microwave at work, and yeah, it stays crunchy and everything. So I just added a sweet potato and some grapes to this meal and called it a day. And I made about 6 meals with this. So I only go to work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so this was perfect for me to even go back for lunch. So as you guys can see, here are some of my different meals that I showed you. Just put these in a refrigerator and I go back and get them whenever I'm ready to eat it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you would have made down below.